Alright, so here is the video review for Perfect Effect PSYCHRO Knight, aka their version of Cryotech, which is a repaint of Transmetal 2 Megatron back in the day. Before we get started, just real quick, have you watched Bill and Ted Face the Music? Because if not, why not? Because you should have done that by now. I said it last time, I'm saying it again. It sounds like I'm some sort of aggressive marketing campaign. I'm not. I just really enjoyed the movie. It's $19.99 to rent on most video streaming platforms. It's $24.99 to just flat out outright own right now. First release movie, which is very cool. And it was a no-brainer for me because it would have taken for all three of us to go see a movie. It would have cost more than $25. So done. And it was really fun. Anyway, apologies. I haven't had a chance to. All of my friends have seen it yet, so I have not had a chance to really get the talking about it out of my system. So. Yeah, I'm filming these on Saturday night. It just came out yesterday. I've seen it several times. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's a really fun movie. Anyway, on to the Dragon Man. Let's get right to it. Now. So here he is. Like I'm kind of already fudging it a little bit to get him to fit in my review space. Because from the tip of his nose, if you stretch him out like all the way, the tip of his nose all the way back here to the very tip of his blue clear plastic tail is about 26 inches. It's a very long dragon, and if you can spread these wing panels out, let's see if I can get an order thing. If you spread these out, it's about a 28-inch wingspan, maybe even a little bit more if you get it all the way extended as much as you can. It's a very large and impressive dragon, and dragons are cool. So we're going to keep these folded up for now because just getting this thing in the space is rough. I'm not going to go into super detail on it because we've already reviewed their what was the name of their dragon? Megadorgon, which was their Megatron dragon in red, and we'll show him off in comparison at the end. But aside from that, like the colors are beautiful. The blue and the teal, metallic teal, and the clear blue on the wings all just really pop in hand. There's even kind of a sheen to this blue that his whole body's painted with. That is, well, not his whole body, but like some parts of his body are painted with. That just really makes him look impressive. I almost think I like his colors even better than original Dragon Megatrons, and that's saying something. But for the Dragon mode, he's got all the same articulation and posability. He's got the little thrusters, the feet. His claws can open and close here. His neck is ball jointed. His tail is ball jointed in several places to bend it around and fold it around. Actually, let's bring that in so it's in frame here, although I don't know if it'll stay in frame once I get his head back in. We are going to focus on the head, though, because this is where the main change is, because you'll notice he's got this helmet. And the helmet itself looks a lot cooler in person. A lot of the pictures weren't really... They show it from the side where you kind of see these fangs, but you can't really get a good impression of exactly how they sit. But it's actually a pretty cool, like metallic helmet for the dragon with some little side dagger fangs. It really is a neat little extra piece, and I may well leave it on him. If you don't like this, though, it is just a helmet. It pops right off. And there's the helmet itself. You could put this on... Actually, can you pop the piece off? Because you do need to pop a piece off here. I haven't tried actually putting it on Megadorgon yet, but... Yeah, little silver helmet here. But once you pop that off, you do get a replacement piece with the standard metallic teal painted teeth and nose piece, and you just plug that back in, and then he's got... And this is a separate piece on Dorgon, so maybe it can pop off. I don't know. It may be glued in place on Dorgon, and if that's the case, I'm not going to pop it off and break it with the glue. But you can have the standard dragon head as well, which also looks really cool. I'm very happy with the dragon mode on this guy. It's very cool and impressive and large, and like I said, a little too large here to fit in my review space. He does have his ground mode. I don't really want to transform it to it because it really is. His ground mode is essentially aim this forward, fold up his arms here just to get him out of the way. Maybe I'll do it. Lift the tail up some. You don't have to put it up here, but it's essentially just transform the legs so these wheels come out and get his little claw out of the way here so he can roll on his little leg roller skates. I'm fudging it here a little bit, but it's essentially that. It was silly on the original Megatron. They replicated it here, and that's nice, but it is not a mode I will ever really use. So let's go ahead and get him into robot mode here. And I'm not going to take the time to do it on camera, only because I've done it once before, and it's the exact same transformation. And here he is, PSYCHRO Knight in robot mode, and the blue just really pops, gives a nice icy look to the wings and the tail tip with his Frozen theme. Although not a Frozen theme, he's not letting anything go. He holds grudges. But yeah, very much the same as Megadorgon, the same articulation. We'll get into all that here in a second. Let me lock this camera in place. But just a lovely paint job on him. Just really pops. He's got the same foldable dagger, clear blue dagger here, that you can, if you wish, fold up into the shield. You don't have to have it. Oh, you want to get it right angle. Yeah, there we go. You don't have to have it expanded out. And he's got the same articulation. You can lift up his thing. He does have it, much like his dragon mode. He's got an alternate faceplate here in robot mode that gives him the kind of breathing mask, I guess, that Cryotech had. But you can, just gonna pop this out here. You can pop this up. Actually, I didn't even need that. I don't know why I used it. You can pop this mask off, and if you want to give him more of a traditional Megatron head, you can do that. Yellow eyes pop. Personally, I do like this mask here on Cryotech, just to differentiate him from the other version. But yeah, same. You got the ratcheting shoulders in both directions, bicep swivels, hinged elbows. The dragon head neck retains its articulation. The mouth can open with his little blaster inside there. He's got a waist swivel. He's got ratcheting hips in both directions. Thigh swivel, hinged knees. He's got no ankle tilt really, but he's got some articulation there in the feet. He's got the thrusters can move here. You can even take these thrusters off if you don't care for that detail, make him look a little skinnier. But personally, I dig the look of him down there. He is a little back heavy, but the wings do tend to, as long as you don't, may have to rearrange the weight if you have the wings fully spread, which you can do here in robot mode. You can spread these out to their full expansion, although, like I said, you're going to need to lean them forward a little bit more because they do make him very back heavy. And even then, you can see almost a little too back heavy for the ratchets, where even if you get him standing flat, it wants to pull those ratchets back. So you may need to lean him. See if we can't get him standing with his wings spread. Yeah, the thing is, they're just so back heavy. just the weight of them. Maybe we can find a way to tighten that ratchet or something. But it does look very impressive with the wings spread. But if you don't have the wings spread, like I said, he is a little back heavy, but having these folded down, the tips of the wings do tend to support him well enough. Also, just like on the previous version, these pieces right here do come out to become ice swords, which he can hold in his hand. There's a tab there. His fingers are posable. He's got the wrist swivels as well. So you can put that in his hand, close it around it, and give him swords. I want to put his other face mask back on because, like I said, I do prefer the face mask on this version. And just like on the other one, we'll go ahead and put this back up into here. The dragon head on the forearm, you can split these apart, open it up like this, and you can pull the dragon head up onto the forearm like this, and fold these panels around it, open up his mouth, and give him the kind of stereotypical Megatron arm cannon, fusion cannon, whatever you want to call it. Probably an ice cannon with Cryotech or PSYCHRO Knight here. Move his fingers out of the way. But yeah, you can give him that look as well. There we go. Get that ankle tilted. Well, no, maybe. I don't know. No, that was the wrong move there. There we go. Just trying to get him standing mostly straight, so we can get Dorgon up here and compare the two of them. Also, in this mode, you can have this mask on as well. In this mode. Actually, you know what? Before we get Doragon all the way out here. Why don't we go ahead and swap that out just so you can visually see. The two main differences, aside from color, are this faceplate and this faceplate. Everything else is only changed by color. But yeah, they're both gorgeous together. They both just have some really nice metallic bits. Their fire and ice schemes work well together. Just a nice pair of figures. Like I said, as much as I love the Primal repaint, or the regular Optimus Primal repaint of Guerrera, this Cryotech repaint just pops. And it doesn't hurt that now I can have two big cool-ass dragons on my shelf. So yeah, if you're looking to collect the Perfect Effect line, if you've already won their original Guerrera and Mega Doragon here, I think if you like Beast Wars, they're definitely worth pickups. This Transmetal 2 Megatron is fantastic. The Optimal Optimus is fantastic. But once you start expanding past that into some of the repaints, I haven't played with Primal Prime, the Primal Prime repaint, the Guerrera Prime, I think is what they called. But it looks nice too. And again, much like Cryotech, Primal Prime was a figure I never actually picked up. But I do think, when starting with Cryotech, he is probably your best bet. He's just a fantastic looking figure. And just for the fun of it, here are the two repaints together that just came in. So yeah, some of the stability could be, they have a lightness to them that I wish. There's some fragility, although I haven't had anything break on either of my Doragons. I did have a small crack in one of the hip ball joint sockets on the hip on the socket that the hip plate attaches with on my original Guerrera, but they sent a replacement, so that all worked out. But like I said, the Doragon, and by extension PSYCHRO Knight, not quite as complicated a transformation as Guerrera, obviously because there's only two modes, I guess technically three with the roller skating dragon, but it's a much easier transformation in general. And like I said, I just think visually PSYCHRO Knight here is a much more stunning repaint and a differential repaint from the original. Then I guess it's not super different. You know what I'm saying? I think this is the best choice of the repaints. Although, like I said, the Dark Guerrera is pretty cool as well. Anyway, it is. What time is it? Crap! Devastator's over on the clock. I can't see it. It is 1:45 a.m. And I've been up, and it's hot and muggy, and we had the remnants of Tropical Storm Laura run through here today. It's been a long day. We did a lot today. But anyway, he's cool. It's PSYCHRO Knight, another cool dragon for your shelf, and a very cool updated version of Cryotech.